Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today we'll be talking about how the Soviet Union controlled Poland. I'm here today with a famous historian.
Hello, my name is Dr. Obringer.
So I have a few questions for you. Let me start off with asking, how did the Soviet control Poland?
Poland was technically their own country, but the Soviet Union had great influence. The Soviet Union had indirect control over Poland. After World War II, Poland became a Soviet communist client state. At the Yalta and Potsdam conferences, it was decided that with the agreement of free elections, Poland was awarded to the Soviet Union. Since the Polish were allowed to have free elections but were still under the control of the Soviet Union, Poland was under indirect control of the Soviet Union.
What were the 5 major events in Poland leading up to and during the Cold War?
So in 1947, Poland became a communist people's republic. In 1955, Poland joined the Warsaw Pact, and in 1981, the martial law was enforced into Poland, and Solidarity leaders were arrested. In 1983, the law was lifted, and finally in 1991 was the first election since communism was taken out of Poland. Soviet troops were also leaving Poland at this time.
How did the Polish revolt?
In Poland, a formation of Solidarity, an independent trade union, and the advocacy for labor rights in Poland created tension with the USSR. In hopes of making the USSR concede to these movements and new trade union, there were 2 mass strikes in 1970 and in 1976. Lech Walesa was the leader of the Solidarity Trade Union. The strike was peaceful, but Wojciech Jaruzelski's reaction turned the nature of the event violent. He declared a state of war and arrested thousands of people. The outcome of this was the Solidarity Trade Union soon grew in strength and eventually became a political group and gained power. But initially after said event, they were driven underground.
When and how did the country eventually get free from the Soviet control?
In the late 80s, there was a lot of tension in the labor force in Poland, so the Solidarity Trade Union was formed. A trade union is another name for the labor union. A labor union is a group of people that form to protect the rights of workers. This union started to grow and it became political. Later on, in 1989 and 1990, the Solidarity Union won the free elections which got rid of the communist era.
What are the languages, ethics, religion, and education in Poland?
In Poland, 98.2% speak Polish, which is the official language. 1.4% speak Silesian, and 2.4% speak languages that fall in the other category. In Poland, 96.9% of people are Polish, 1.1% are Silesian, 0.2% are German, and 0.1% are Ukrainian. For religion, 87.2% of people are Catholic, 1.3% are Orthodox, 0.4% fall into the other category, and 10.8% are unspecified. Finally, in Poland, 4.9% of people get a GDP. Also in Poland, men usually go to school for 16 years while women go to school for about 17.
What rights do women and minorities have in Poland?
Well, in Poland, all minorities are considered equal to the majority, and they respect and protect the rights of their identity and aspirations. On the other hand, many women have it hard in Poland. Even though they have some rights, they don't have the rights to some things. In Poland, it is illegal to have an abortion. Some contraceptives are hard to get because they are restricted. The funding of domestic violence shelters have gone down, and a landmark was also almost taken out of Poland, that was standing up against violence against women.
Wow, well, thank you very much for coming in and talking with me today.
You're very welcome. I will hopefully see you again.
Well, that's all for the podcast. Bye.